Peace to the world!
You keep telling me I need to take up. Look at where I'm at. I'm at 17. How many inches do you have? I have 11 inches. You have 17 inches.
Well, according to you, my ass is bigger, so I need more space.
What do you mean according to me? When did I say that?
You always call me fat. Fat shame me all the time.
That is such hogwash. However, you do wear 2 sizes bigger than me. I can't speak over that.
Background music. Go. Speak your truth, Matt Dallas. Speak your truth.
So it's Crow's birthday coming up, which is really exciting. It's really fun. And he always has, well, he kind of always does the same thing every year for his birthday party. We go to a baseball park, and but it's fun because it's like his tradition. It's his thing he loves. So we're getting ready for it this year. But there's been a lot going on, which is also why we've been gone for 2 weeks off YouTube. So
YouTube reviews.
What's funny though is a lot of you picked up. Well, I guess to say
we're a little predictable.
A lot of you picked up on it already when we did our house tour. There, in the comments, you were saying, "Oh, they're giving us a house tour. They must be getting ready to sell their house." Well, you were right, and we are moving to a new state for a lot of reasons. But one of the biggest ones just kind of being work opportunity, life opportunities.
It's life opportunities. I mean, we live in a small community, and as the kids get older, they need and want more opportunities, and there's just not a lot, especially for Crow. He really wants to be involved in sports all year round. That's all he thinks about. It's all he talks about. So I think that's just one example. Each person in our family has a need to be in a different place.
Yeah, for different reasons, but it is. Yeah. I mean, it is a lot. The kids, like, they individually have their reasons that they really want to be in a bigger city. But I think it's the same for us as well. I think we equally have desires in life that are hard to fulfill in the smaller, more rural setting that we're currently in. We can say we're going to Southern California, right?
Yeah.
So, we're going to Southern California. I mean, we're moving to Southern California, so we are moving somewhere that has a smaller town, a smaller community vibe, but is still, we have access to everything because being that we're in Southern California. So everything is just, a short drive away. So it's allowed us to kind of find a compromise of the best of both worlds. It just felt like I started to feel very disconnected. Well, just very disconnected and secluded, and also where we are, I think we've talked about this in videos, there's just like, there is no arts community, there are no arts in general, and like, so I guess just not having that anywhere in my day-to-day life, it was a real struggle. It was really hard for me it was like a fight to keep that alive and present in my life.
You've really struggled with the social aspect in general. I mean, the last place we were in, we definitely had more of a community.
Yes.
We were social daily, just interacting with people at school and the town. We lived this, we tried it. It was the most incredible experience.
100%.
We met our daughter, we added to our family. Like that, none of that wouldn't have happened if we didn't come in. Honestly, even for her, for Rosa, she, a lot of the worry was like, is this going to be too much for her? But she is just over the moon and excited because it's a fresh start.
It is. It's a fresh start.
It's a fresh start, and it's an adventure that we all get to go on together.
We're moving to California as a family, and like as a new and like bigger family now. And I don't know, it feels like an exciting new chapter because it is something that we are all, it's going to be new, something as a family we're going to all experience together.
Yeah.
But you socially as well. It was big for you socially.
Not so much in our last place.
No, but
here, this has been hard.
I keep saying here, but
we're actually not here anymore. We're actually, in case you're curious, in my parents' guest house. We're crashing for a month.
Yeah, we had a small lapse in time where we had to figure some things out and living. So we're crashing. We're staying with Blue's parents in their guest house right now.
And we're staying here because we're going to Italy. essentially, we're going to Italy
Oh.
in not even 2 weeks, a week and a half? Is it even a week and a half?
Well, I'm not sure that we actually, but like we have extra travels because we're traveling for flight. It's a whole thing. We leave early for the trip and stuff. So I think we leave in like a week and a half. And then I think the rest of our travelers are going to meet us there a few days later. A lot of like what we were wanting to talk about today is being able to still satisfy or like meet your kids' needs when you have a life that's like feels like it's in such chaos. Or I mean, your kids' needs just are like all of the other obligations or like.
It got to a point where we realized Crow's birthday's coming up. He's really excited about it. We're going to Italy, and it felt like things started slipping through the cracks. Yeah. Nothing major. It just kind of felt like, I'm not mentally all there with my son. I want to be excited with him. I want to be the one that brings up at dinner, it's just like, your birthday's only 20 days away. And it just felt like he was in it alone, and he wasn't.
Yeah, there was that moment where he said, my birthday's 8 days away or whatever, and I felt like, because we've been so just stretched thin that it did felt like he was a little bit on it alone, and we weren't there like we usually are, counting down the days to his birthday. And so that was a real like,
we had to refocus and kind of make sure that we are taking care of the things that are really important. Today is the day Walt the squirrel goes back into the wilderness.
He's leaving rehab.
Now everyone's been really excited about us having a pet squirrel, but truth is, as much as I wanted to keep him, he's a wild animal and he deserves his freedom. He's definitely not tamed to humans. He was for a second, and then we gave him a little more space, and now he's evil now. So this is good. This means he's afraid of things and he'll run. Right, Walt? Even though you're so cute. You're just so cute. Look at that evilness.
That's back in the sequence. Yeah, it is.
Alright, Walty, goodbye.
What is this creepy face?
Arliss!
Arliss just stepped right on him.
Goofy dog, you.
See ya.
I think he's curious, don't you think?
Yeah, I think he's definitely ready.
You ready, boy? Arliss, you want to say bye to your snack that you never had? All right. Hey! Let me get some gloves on. I feel like even, especially now, he's gonna try and really bite me.
No, that one like this.
All right, Walt.
I went like
You ready to go free? All right, you ready? All right, here we go. Up the tree, Crow. Come on, buddy. Go on. Go up the tree. Or around the tree.
Where'd he go?
He's back there.
There he is. No, not down. No, you dummy. Arliss.
Where'd he go?
No, he's in that stash. Arliss, you leave him be. Go on, Walt. You find a place to hide.
Let's name him Barney Horny. Horny. Horny, Barney, Barney, Horny.
It hasn't quite hit me that Italy's coming up as soon as it is, because it's going to be here any minute.
It's starting to settle in now.
But-
like, oh my gosh, we leave in a week and a half.
But it's been nice to connect with the travelers that we're meeting up with and see what they're excited about, because we have this little group chat.
You know, when we decided to do this trip, we talked about it being a real opportunity to connect with a lot of you guys, because we've never done meetups or anything like that, or meet and greets. And this will be a really cool way to get to know you guys, or like see you. And so to see that actually already happening has been one of the most exciting things for me. And I think that's definitely what's part of like what's made it seem, I don't like, Oh, it's real. It's really happening now. This is so distracting. Are these your last two? Get them in. Get them in. Get them in. We were considering one more trip. Would you guys be interested? I know we have 20 people going on this trip with us. I think the other trip that we're looking at doing would be 24 people, which means we'll get to meet another 24, unless we have some repeats, which would be awesome. But yeah, so we're considering another, we're talking like in the stages or early talks of planning a new one, which would be fun.
Talking about moving somewhere where there's opportunity and everything. Last night, we were barbecuing and my dad and Crow were out in the grass playing football, and I'm not sure what I was doing. I wasn't doing much, I was relaxing. I was around. Matt was in the kitchen with my mom, and at one point my dad put on some music and he put on one of my songs. And he asked Crow, like, do you know who this is? And Crow said, no. And he said, that's your dad. And Crow almost for a minute didn't believe him. And it occurred to me that I know we jam out with Crow sometimes, but it had been so long since I even picked up the guitar to play or write or just be in that creative, mindset that our kids don't know me in that way. Or do our kids know you in that way?
Yeah.
Well, maybe a little bit because you've worked and he's seen you go away and he's talked to you on FaceTime. It doesn't make sense to say that this move is a step towards our kids knowing who we are.
Yeah, I thought about that a lot too. Is that
were you there for that?
No. But you're right, they haven't seen us in that light, especially because of the lifestyle that we've had over the past few years. And even so, like Crow, yes, he has heard your music, or yes, I've gone away to work before, but a lot of the things that I've worked on have been not kid appropriate for him, so he hasn't necessarily seen me in things, right? He's never been able to visit me on a set, but yeah, he's never seen you in a studio or like, You were gonna come to this last film, I just worked on, you guys, and then I got COVID and shut down production, so that didn't happen.
That's what you get for not wearing a mask.
And
kissing on other people.
I was being paid to kiss on other people.
Yeah, well.
But yes, I think that it is interesting that you say that, because that has been, I didn't know you were going to share that, but that has been on my mind as well. And that I'm excited for them to know that side of us.
That is a fancy ice chest.
Coleman. With one wheel that keeps falling off.
It's a one-wheel special.
Where is it? On the other side.
It's up there. Next to the pat.
The wheel that keeps falling off. This is our bed that Sue and Arliss love, because we're so close to the ground that they can basically be in bed with us.
Yep.
But I have to be honest, it's been so fun cuddling with Sue. Well, he just kind of comes and gets in between my legs. Alright, I know this video is kind of all over the place, but that is a little life update from... a little life update from us right now. Love you and peace to the world. Bye!